What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and today we have some news about Shang Chi 2. And if you happen to not be aware, yes, Shang Chi 2 is confirmed and has been confirmed for some time now. It's confirmed by Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, and director Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, is also going to be directing Avengers the Kang Dynasty. This is confirmed, and also Shang-Chi 2, which is also confirmed. Well, today we have an update from Shang-Chi himself, Simu Liu. We'll talk about what he has said and everything we know about Shang-Chi 2 so far, as well as talk about a little rumor going around of Kang the Conqueror's connection to the Ten Rings. And I'll issue a spoiler warning right before we talk about that in case you happen to not want to hear it. So don't worry about that, and if you want to stay up to date on Shang-Chi 2 and the MCU, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. And also, if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. We pick a winner at the end of each month, and the winner gets to pick one item. So somebody asked Simu Liu on social media, what's the status on Shang-Chi 2, in which Simu Liu responded himself, stating, "Was told it would follow Avengers, but that keeps pushing back due to circumstances beyond my control. Hope to have more concrete news to share soon." So Shang-Chi 2 keeps getting delayed, which isn't that big of a surprise. A lot of Marvel Studios' projects have been delayed of recent. But here's the thing, there are many different ways to interpret what Simu Liu is stating here. One is that the movie is being delayed directly by itself, not linked to any other projects being delayed, but Shang-Chi 2 specifically has been delayed for whatever reasons. However, I don't think that this is the case. I believe that Shang-Chi 2 has to follow directly the events that take place in Avengers the Kang Dynasty. And there are a few reasons around this. Now, Simu Liu basically confirmed with this message that it's supposed to follow the next Avengers film, the Kang Dynasty. We thought maybe it could come out before the Kang Dynasty because we know that there is a connection with Shang-Chi and Kang, specifically because of the Ten Rings. They are Kang technology. In fact, we basically saw ring technology again in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania in Kang's Quantum City. So we knew there was a connection there, but we simply didn't know if Shang-Chi 2 was coming out before or after Kang Dynasty. This confirms it is supposed to come out after. Now, the delay is most likely due to the delay of the Kang Dynasty itself. That movie has been pushed back a year. And consequentially, Avengers Secret Wars was also pushed back a year. So Shang-Chi is coming out between the two of them now. Like I mentioned before, both movies are going to be directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of the first Shang-Chi movie. And since he is directing both the Kang Dynasty and Shang-Chi 2, that means he is most likely dealing with the story of Shang-Chi 2 being a consequence of whatever is happening in the Kang Dynasty. So the events of the Kang Dynasty do have to take place first for Shang-Chi 2 to happen, in which Destin Daniel Cretton will direct that story. Now, also something else to consider is that the rumored title for Shang-Chi 2 right now is Wreckage of Time. And this rumored title does make a lot of sense because we know that after the Kang Dynasty, the Avengers are most likely going to lose to Kang, or at least lose to some variants of Kang. And this is where the multiverse kind of starts to collapse. And in turn, time itself will kind of start to collapse, or time could be wrecked. Therefore, we get the title Wreckage of Time. So what might end up happening in Shang-Chi 2 is that they are dealing with the aftermath of what happens in the Kang Dynasty, which could be the start of incursions, universes colliding with each other throughout the multiverse, causing the multiverse itself to become unstable. And when the multiverse becomes unstable, a lot of crazy stuff happens. We've already kind of seen it in Spider-Man No Way Home. You start to get characters from other universes going into universes that they're not supposed to be in, therefore further causing the multiverse itself to be even more fragile. Basically, after the Kang Dynasty, it's all gonna kind of start to hit the fan, and Secret Wars is going to be where the multiverse is pretty much destroyed and collapsing, and then it's going to be up to our team of heroes, consisting of multiple different teams at this point throughout multiple different universes, to come together and fix the destruction that has happened to the universe. In the comics, it's Reed Richards who has a very big role in this part, in restoring the multiverse to what it used to be. And luckily for us, Reed Richards is about to enter the MCU before before the events of the Kang Dynasty. So no doubt after Avengers the Kang Dynasty happens, Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four will have a major role to play, both between Avengers Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars, but also during Avengers Secret Wars. So it seems like Shang-Chi is going to have some role to play with time after Avengers the Kang Dynasty takes place. Now here's where we're going to dive into possible spoilers for the Marvels. It's not a crazy huge spoiler, and if you've been following the channel, it pretty much confirms what we already know. This is just a rumor at this point in time. We do not know if it's confirmed, but some insiders are backing this up, and that is that one of the post-credit scenes for the Marvels is going to be Kang looking at Shang-Chi's 10 rings, also looking at Miss Marvel's bangle, both of which are supposed to be, based off of what we know already, Kang technology. And we do know that Ronan the Accuser's daughter is going to be the main villain of the Marvels, and we've seen in the trailer that she actually has another bangle. Now we learned in Miss Marvel that there are supposed to be 2 bangles, and now we have seen both bangles. And now the energy from the bangles is being used, which might be linked to Kang. The same thing goes for the 10 rings. When the 10 rings are used, perhaps Kang can feel it or sense it, because we never did find out in the first Shang-Chi film where exactly Wenwu got the rings from. In fact, they made it a point to be pretty ambiguous about it, saying that nobody truly does know how he got them. Some say this story, some say this story, some say another story. It seems like that was pretty intentional, and the reason for that could be because they're going to further explain in Shang-Chi that it's connected to Kang the Conqueror, the overall big bad of the multiverse saga. And since Kang the Conqueror is the master of time, I would not be surprised if the 10 rings do have the ability to possibly multiverse travel or time travel. After all, they are a product of Kang, the master of time. And I do hope they answer the question in Shang-Chi 2 of where they got the rings from, because I would love to know if Kang actually gave them to Wenwu himself, and Wenwu was kind of working with Kang a little bit. Did Wenwu know about Kang, or did Kang simply leave them somewhere for Wenwu to find because Kang saw the future of what Wenwu would do with the rings, and Kang wanted that to happen? A lot of unanswered questions that I would love to find out. But the rings most likely do have some time properties connected to them in some way, shape, or form. So if the next film is The Wreckage of Time and is about time traveling or multiverse traveling in the multiverse saga, that would make sense, and it would make sense that Shang-Chi has to use the rings to try and fix things. Now, I don't think he's going to be successful because that's how we get Secret Wars. But that is going to be pretty much the main theme after Avengers the Kang Dynasty, the Avengers and the other heroes trying to figure out how to stop incursions from happening and how to stop the destruction of the multiverse / Kang from taking over the entire multiverse itself. So Shang-Chi 2 is probably coming out after Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and the reason that it is getting pushed back is probably because it has to come after that film, because it is directly linked to the events that are going to take place in that film. So I don't think we have much to fear about here. I think the only reason it got pushed back was because the Kang Dynasty got pushed back. Sadly, a lot of things did get pushed back, but we do have some exciting films coming up like the Marvels and Deadpool 3. But let us know your best thoughts and theories about Shang-Chi 2 in the comments down below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to enter in our giveaway and stay up to date on the MCU. And if you want to further support the channel, you can check us out on Patreon. You can check out our website and our Discord server as well. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.